If this world, I'll give you anything. If this world were mine. Okay, so today we're watching The Power of Delusional Self-Belief by Modern Ideas. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with these people's work or not, but we'll see anyways. I saw the thumbnail is currently about Kanye, I believe. You know, he's the power of self-belief. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's see it. Also, if you never mind, fuck that. I'll say it at the end. Oh, I just cursed, so they're probably not gonna show this. All right, I don't care.
I think right now, if I was to quit rapping and I said,
Ooh, the editing is fire already.
I would be in the NBA. No, you wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
Yes, I would. No, you would. Yes, I would.
I don't even mean to pause at the begin, but this is what sets Kanye apart. Outside of his talent, his hard work, his skill, and his natural for music, that right there. You see, he said what he said despite somebody else trying to kill his dream. What if that was his actual dream? And somebody's like, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. A lot of people will listen, even if they say like in the front, the conscious, nah, I'm gonna make it. I don't care. In the back of their minds, they don't believe it. But you can see on his face that like he genuinely believes he can do whatever he wants. And that he pretty much can these days.
I would be in the NBA. No, you wouldn't. Yes. No, you would. Yes, I would. No, you
Look at him. He's crazy. But like,
because I think I could do anything.
College basketball players, 35,000. NBA drafted 550. Odds 1.53%. Okay.
Without a doubt, you will see me on the UFC.
Look at that Conor McGregor boy.
Without a doubt.
This editing is hard. So what, 1%? So it's pretty much a 1% chance all around to get anything that's of high profession and very high paying. Okay. At least televised, commercialized. Oh, that was Steve Jobs, right? Oh, this guy cooked. Yeah, this guy cooked. Yeah, this guy cooked. I don't even know who edited this. Does it show you edited this? This guy already cooked, y'all. I gotta give Menz a follow. He's cooked. Talk that.
Breaks the world
He looks kind of slow. Not gonna lie. Shout out to Brody though. He probably dust me.
And people said, well, there may be a barrier.
At the time, everyone believed that 4 minutes was the barrier. That running a mile in under 4 minutes was physically impossible.
You can't keep on running faster.
Scientists even
Right.
claim that a human body simply isn't capable of running that fast. That if it ever did...
Okay. Who said that? Einstein? I heard he was actually a dumbass.
the heart would explode.
Not my words, by the way.
Finish line.
They said your heart would give out?
Medical
Damn.
student by the name of Roger Bannister believed otherwise. And on the date of May the 6th, 1954,
Yeah. These some weird angles. Sheesh.
Knew that there wasn't a brick wall. If you
Pretty
could run it in
fast.
4 minutes and 2.2 seconds, then you would find somebody else somewhere who trained a little better and they could do it.
and just shy of 2 months later, 22 more people had followed in Roger's footsteps.
Damn.
So for 9 years, not one person could break the record. But as soon as it was done once, all of a sudden everyone was now capable.
It's a mindset. It is a mindset. Did y'all just hear? He said that nobody could break it for months after he for years. Like what, 9 years I think he said? But as soon as somebody broke it, a man by the name of Dick Gregory, a political activist, a comedian, actually a D1 track star before he stopped running track to be a comedian slash activist, once said, he said this about Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson, he was known for doing fast during wars, and he was fasting until wars was over. He was kind of in that Gandhi niche as well. In Dr. Sebi, he said that he put Michael Jackson on a 30-day water fast. Yes, you can go on a fast for 30 days on just water, for all of you who don't know. But he put Michael Jackson on a 30-day water fast. He was very close with Michael Jackson, by the way, so this is a credible source. And he said that all he could do was focus on James Brown's footwork, right? The footwork with James Brown, the little, you know, he does a little foot thing, right? He said he focused on that not out of envy, but just out of respect. And he said at the end of the 30 days out of the water fast, he came on the other side with the moonwalk, right? He studied, I'm pretty sure these brothers back in 1950s or 40s, maybe even 20s that first did the moonwalk is on camera as well. But he came out of it and he learned the moonwalk and he mastered it. You know, the same moonwalk we were going to see at Motown, iconic in his performance. But he said, he went on to say right after that, he said, now, as of today, it's around 2016, he said his grandchildren could out moonwalk Michael Jackson like it was nothing. And he said, the reason being, once you break the lid off, everybody jumps through. You feel me? So once one person does it, it lets everybody else know unconsciously or even consciously that, oh, this is not possible. The only things that are impossible is what we say is impossible at the end of the day. There has to be a first for everything. But once you break the lid off, once you open Pandora's box, all hell breaks loose. So, yeah, I fuck with that so heavy, bro, because, like, yeah, you could be the first.
Pretty far off the impossible.
I'm a first.
4 minutes, if you ask me.
I love this guy's editing, though. Why was there just that random darkness? Hey, remember, you only get one life. Amen. Make sure you do something cool with it. Of course, my boy. Right. Oh, it's like the Adult Swim. That's hard. That is so hard. That is so hard. That would have been a perfect place to put your B-rolls. Who's that, buddy?
When we were little kids, we all had big dreams.
Yep, still
If
do.
someone asked you what you wanted to do when you grew up, it was an astronaut, an athlete.
I was trying to be a lawyer, NBA player.
But then when you get to a certain age, you're expected to lower your standards.
Okay.
Told you can't do certain things. And I don't disagree, to be honest. Most people shouldn't be chasing a dream. But there's some people out there that have it inside of them.
Yep.
And it makes me wonder,
I'm one of them.
how many of those people never got there because they were told they couldn't?
He's one of them. You watching's one of them. Mm-hmm. Got somewhere better to be. Did I just get hit with an ad? You could have hit me with an ad at the end of your Adult Swim commercial, but you wait until it's the next chapter, man. I'm hooked, so I don't even care. But still, hard work or good luck, maybe both, potentially, or just a good mindset that attracts, you know what I'm saying, the right reality that coincides with your mindset. Is that you? Who is that? You keep posting that kid. Oh, Bill Gates. They said he's a reptilian. He's not real.
$1.8 billion.
Damn.
How much money Bill Gates is currently worth?
Yo, if y'all had 115.8 billion dollars, what would y'all do? Me personally, y'all wouldn't see me. Nobody would know who I was. I'd start walking around with the Kanye mask. I would have a person, I would hire people to cut my nutsack hair, to go buy me groceries, to wipe my butt crack for me. Like, bro, if I had $115.8 million, y'all niggas is never seeing me again. I'm moving crazy. My own mom has to sign a visitation sheet and a communication sheet just to have a conversation with me. I'm not gonna be like that's too much money, blood. Too much money.
Get rid of 99%, I'd have 1.3 billion.
I'm so sorry.
Just 1% of Bill's money is more than 500 times more than the average person will make throughout their entire lifetime.
Yep.
And I don't care what you think about him. Bill's a great guy.
Okay.
He's doing great things.
Is it true that you can leap over a chair from a standing position?
It depends on the size of the chair.
It depends on the size of the chair. I will say this too about this guy. He says, I don't care what you say. Bill's a great guy. Me personally, I really don't know Bill to make a judgment on whether he's good or bad. But because he just posted like some charity things. To the people that think because a person donates to a charity that they're good. So in business, when you work for yourself, you own companies and stuff like that, there's things called write-offs. And a write-off is any business-related expense. So here's how it works. Either you use the money on a business-related expense, like, you know what I'm saying, food for a business trip, first-class business trip ticket on a plane, a new setup, a new camera, or that money goes to Uncle Sam, the government. And no, more times than not, you got to pay 30% on taxes. So if you make $100 million, 30 million has to go to the government. But let's say you spend 5 million on business advertisement, then really only like they'll make it as where you didn't make 100 million, you made 95 million. So what would that be like? Now you'd only pay 27, 26 million instead of the original 30 million. But yeah, charities count as business related expenses because you're donating under the name of your business, not as a sole proprietor or whatever like that. So charity donations are just write-offs, and like it's a double play because you get to spend some of your money instead of giving it to the government, but it also looks good. And sometimes you can just donate to your own charity. So now you just pretty much pay yourself. Not saying that's what Bill Gates does, but just the people that think just because somebody donates to a charity, they're good, that's not true. Because more times than not, it's a business write-off.
But I want to take a look at how. How can a single human being who wasn't handed anything, by the way...
He just looked like he used to get high or something. I don't know. He does not look like he would have been rich. That's crazy. I know what font that is and what effect that is. William Gaterson.
Send him to a private school by the name of Lakeside.
Yeah.
You're in, the school gains access to something special.
This is a teletype Model 30.
One of the only computers in the world at the time.
That's not a computer.
Bill finds his love for programming.
That's a typewriter, gang.
His classmate Paul Allen.
What is that haircut? What is the haircut? What in the Austin Powers haircut is that?
At the time, they were discouraged from playing around with the computers.
Told
they were better off pursuing something real in the world. And so Bill did exactly that. After graduating, he goes off to college to study law. Hopes of being a lawyer. But whilst he's there, he keeps his passion for computers. He spends most of his spare time reading about them. In books, in articles, in magazines. Fascinated by them. And on a regular night in January 1975, he stumbles across something that sparks his interest. And as he's reading, an idea comes into his mind.
Look at that, Illmatic.
Hello. I'm Bill Gates, chairman of Microsoft.
That idea went on to become one of the biggest, most recognizable companies in the entire world. Just 8 months after getting the idea, Bill Gates and Paul Allen decided they would drop out of college and focus on building Microsoft.
Son of a bitch.
Arnold Schwarzenegger or Schwarzenegger.
Exactly that.
Oh, I fucked up on the name. It's
just
alright.
Last year, turning over a light $88 billion in profit.
Woo-wee! Oh my God. Too much money. Too much. A lot of money. Fire.
Now, Bill's story is an interesting one. Because from the outside looking in, we can see how lucky he was. Born into an upper middle class family, access to one of the only computers in the world at the time. The list goes on. But you can't look at that list and blame luck alone for his success.
Right.
Sure, Bill had one of the luckiest head starts a human could ever have.
But he had a mindset.
He built everything himself.
You know why normally kids that are born to rich parents, upper middle class to middle class kids normally are able to establish the same amount of wealth, if not more than their parents or where they started, versus poor people, they're normally not able to. The reason being is because it's literally just a mindset. They're born in a mindset of abundance. They're born in a mindset of not survival. They're born in a mindset of, we have money, I have money, I'm stable, I can make good amount of money. So since that's their mindset, they just continue to attract realities like that. He was born in an upper middle class. So it sounds like both his parents were, if not one, was making more than 6 figures a year, which is good. So he had a mindset already of money is not above me. Whenever you're lower class, since they look at it like a pyramid, people are above you. Money is above you because it's something that you need but you don't have. So it's outside of you, and you need money but it don't need you. So it's above you at that point. You're putting it above you. Like when you need a girl or a man and they don't need you, they're above you at that point. So money wasn't above him. So I think that's partially, not partially, mainly why it wasn't too hard for him to attract wealth, because he was born in a mindset that wealth isn't above him.
Bill was an incredibly hard worker.
We were hardcore about, hey, if you're working on a piece of code, just get it done. Don't worry about sleep.
He'd be in the office 7 days a week, up to 18 hours a day.
I didn't believe in weekends. I didn't believe in vacation.
Ew.
20 to
Gross.
30. Bill and Paul
Look at his money though,
weekend.
but gross.
He never received a penny from his parents to fund Microsoft. In fact, the business was actually losing money for the first 5 years.
Bro. But it's like life though too.
Luck was involved, no doubts about it. He was in the right place at more than the right time, but he also put in more work than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
The success wouldn't exist without both parts.
Right.
I think as people, we like to think of the world as linear, that things happen in a straight line.
Right.
But that never seems to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, things happen very randomly.
Think of how in the hospital, when you see frequencies and wavelengths and it goes up and down, if that's a natural frequency that's present in all life of a heartbeat, like it's like boom, 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 boom. Normally, that's the natural frequency of things. It's the balance of things, up, down, up, down, up, down. YouTube's the same way. Any job is the same way. The weather's the same way. You have good months, you have bad months, you have hot months, you have cold months, you have mid months. That's the natural balance of life. If it all was good, then it wouldn't be natural life. You know what I mean?
And if we're talking in terms of success,
Nobody.
it's usually exponential.
And also, too, I want you to look at it, too. Like, don't get me wrong. You can, for sure, attract a reality where success, things come to you effortlessly. But I think sometimes the struggles or the challenges, per se, that will always be present in your journey of anything in life is partially what makes you, and it helps you appreciate it as well. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want no GMO success over here. We don't want the steroids body. When you look at your body, you want to go like, this is mine. Nothing or no juice, no stuff gave me this. This is all me. Like, I love to look at my channel. I love to look at my body. I love to just look at everything on me and just be like, this is homegrown. You feel me? This is me. This ain't no handouts, you know? So, yeah, this is, I like looking at this chart. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, looking at this, the reality chart sometimes is cool. I'm saying all that. But whenever it's right here in your reality, oh shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to build expectations at that point. Don't count, but you know. That's how it goes.
That change things forever.
This is a good video, man.
For example, like I said, Microsoft was losing money for the first 5 years.
Yeah, bullshit. I would probably dropped out.
When they made a deal with IBM.
Fuck that.
When they got their first breakthrough. They were introduced to millions of computers overnight.
The editing is off the hook.
Wow, you've had such success and it's just been so overnight and whatever. Well, whatever success I've got has come after like 8 years of just nothing working out.
Chapter 3. Can I ask y'all that too? Like, how do y'all feel of, like, you know, he's saying all these things about, you know, Bill Gates being extremely successful, working really hard. Also, I want to let you all know, to find success, it's not solely just working hard, sleepless nights. Like, that's not where success comes from. That's an effect, or that's one of the last steps, because the physical is the lowest realm of existence and action, period. You know what I mean? It all starts with the idea and the frequency and mindset that success comes to you. I always say successful people are not successful because success comes to them, because they get successful outcomes. No, they are successful people because they understand that they are successful, so they attract realities and situations and energies that coincide with that, which is the same reason why a loser can attract success and just chalk it up to be luck. And they will go right back to their frequency of losing again after that. Or they'll be like, this is just luck right now. A bad time is like the normal times are going to come back. Versus a winner, they can experience losses or just down period times, but they understand that that is not them. These losses don't make them. They are winners at the end of the day, and winning will always inevitably balance back out on the top. And like so, it comes back, you know? So it's really not that much about hard work and more about mindset. Because I know a lot of people who slaved for jobs, worked hard at companies, worked hard at their own businesses, their own dreams, and never accomplished it. So it's not solely just hard work. Like that's really one of the last things you kind of want to focus on, in my opinion. Because if the mindset's not right and everything else isn't right, beliefs wise, it'll never work to begin with. But what is your guys' takes for real though on like people who work like the Bill Gates who don't get sleep, work on weekends, and like probably don't have enough time to spend with their families? Like, what's the point of getting so rich and even making sure your kids is good and don't have to work again? Like, if you don't even get to enjoy your life or your family, I wonder, like, whenever bro dies, would it have all been worth it? I don't think no money's worth my life though.
At a certain point, I believe with enough time, things start to become inevitable. We've already established
Bill Gates, Gates or sin.
You need to be in the right place at the right time.
That guy to the left looks a little creepy, not gonna lie.
Within an entire
The Weeknd, he
it's
looks
impossible that
rich.
You don't get lucky once. Tarantino is
Tarantino movies.
as you heard him say.
8 years of just nothing working out.
And when he did finally get some success,
Tarantino.
it all came overnight.
Thanks.
His first feature film did around $2.9 million on a $1.2 million budget. That's $1.7 million in profit. And the reason his story fits perfectly with this video is because
your time is money, so stop wasting it on organizing your tasks. I never realized how much of my time I was wasting until I looked at how much.
logically speaking, it would have made sense to quit after year 4 or 5.
Right.
Clearly what he was doing wasn't working.
After year
Because he was
1 or
delusional
2,
enough
for
to
real.
believe it would work. He put himself in a position where
If you don't see no signs of it working at all, it's like, yo, you're doing something wrong, mindset or work-wise.
It was the 8 years of nothing that developed him into a great filmmaker. And because he was a great filmmaker, and because he was around for so long, one day he was in the right place,
Right.
at the right time.
Yep, being rejected enough gives you the ability to not care what people say anymore.
Good enough to continue going for it for at least a decade.
Ye had
It
braids?
doesn't work out. And I think the hardest
Not
part about
tapped
it,
in.
and the reason success rates are so low, is because people struggle to believe that. And so they change directions before they ever get there. I mean, it could happen next week, or it could happen in 30 years' time. You don't know. But
Right.
at the end of the day, you only get one life. So you might as well go for what you actually want.
Okay.
And it's going to take some delusion to keep you going for that long. Because
Yeah.
most likely, nothing's going to happen for a very long time. But eventually it will.
No, that is not true. I'm sorry. I have to cut him off right here. This has been a W video so far. But that is 100%. I ain't even gonna say it's not true, but it's true if you believe it is true. If you believe that something won't happen for a very long time, and the way you're gonna find success is through ultimate grind, because that's what school or that's what work teaches you, that is the reality you will experience. But if you believe success is always present, if you believe that opportunities come to you in abundance, money comes to you in abundance, if you want to play basketball, college offers, coaches, looks, opportunities to showcase your skill come in abundance. If you're a hairdresser and you believe, or like a makeup artist, tattoo artist, that clients, people that want to buy your work or work with you come in abundance, it will always be there. There's down periods, there's slow periods, but if you believe that it comes freely and flowingly, and there's not much you have to do, they just naturally come, then trust me, it'll come. But if you believe that you have to work for a very, like, this is all back to mind programming. If you believe that you have to work a lot, and you're gonna have to work a lot and be on the edge of brokenness and completely down bad, and then right before you give up or right when you're about to give up, then you'll finally get your big break, then that'll be your life story if you follow that through. But it all goes back onto what you believe. So if you want to live your life like that, cool, believe what he says and listen. But if you want your life to be different and you want success in currently, because there's success everywhere, success is a frequency. It's like saying I won't be able to get a bunch of money till later. There's money is a frequency, and there's so much money in this world. It's for anybody who wants it. It's just you need to have the audacity and the entitlement. Yes, the audacity and the entitlement to believe you deserve success right here, right now, today. That's really the difference. Anthony Edwards is one of the best basketball players, not because he's the best shooter, not because he's the best dribbler, not because he's the most athletic in the league, but quite literally, he just has the fucking audacity. Michael Jordan. Obviously, they have skill, they work hard, but it's just the audacity to take the last shot. Kobe Bryant, the audacity to take the shot. Beyonce, the audacity to shine above her group and go to be a solo act and break away from the group. Like, they're just the which ties back into the video, the power of delusional self-belief. J. Cole said it's delusion until it's not. It has to be delusional until you manifest it in the physical realm for everybody to see. But like, yo, success is here. Like, I made a video called Waiting to Turn. As much as I like the video, my perspective has changed a little bit. It's like, fuck waiting your turn. Your turn is right now. Like, if you want it, take it. It's yours. It's yours. Like, be selfish. Yes, show entitlement when it comes to you. You deserve the world. The world is yours. The world is your oyster. Take it, bro. Take it. It's all for y'all. So I'm thinking I'm gonna end the video right there because there's probably nothing life changing he's gonna say in the last minute. Actually, now that I say that, he actually might. So let's finish.
And those who stick around will find that out.
Only place to go now. 2 words. Chi-Town. Raise me. Adam.
One con would bring me up. My fucking head would spin. I'd forget where I was, not making sense. I would say 2 jokes and then I'd be like, oh my god, I don't know what's coming next. And I had that going for a while, but I still would go home at night.
Dude, this is fucking hard, dude.
I don't know what it was. Psycho. It's funny, delusional thinking can sometimes carry you to the, like, once you develop some skill, that delusional is like a little guardian. It like keeps you protected while you actually develop talent.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you make it. That's how you make it in kind of everything. Like you're delusional, you know? Yes.
I like that, bro. Again, I love it. Just make sure y'all, what you believe, what you focus on at the end of the day is what you get back. So if you think you have to work a lot to find success, you have to grind really hard and do a bunch of physical labor to find success, then you will attract realities that coincide with that. And if that works for you and that's what you want, then by working really hard in physical and thinking logically, you will find success that way. But I know a lot of lazy people. I remember when I was in college, I was grinding really freaking hard on YouTube, getting like 100 views on my videos. I was making full-on challenges, brand new video concepts, and like I was very talented, very funny, amazing editor, all of these things. But the success wasn't coming for me. But I remember there was this guy, he had like 100K on TikTok. He was averaging like 40,000 on TikTok. He already had 8,000 on YouTube and he wasn't even posting. And I had like 1,000 or 2,000. I was posting every other day, every week. And I couldn't understand why he had so much success and I couldn't. And he was lazy too. But I realized the reason why he had so much success and I didn't is because he felt entitled and he felt like he deserved success. So he attracted success. There's a reason why you can be better than somebody at a sport, at an art form, but if they're confident and they're just naturally, we call them gifted children, when in all actuality, they're not gifted because they've been given a natural inclination for something. That is what it is partially, but they're gifted up here where they just feel like anything they're good at it. So he was one of those kids where like he felt like anything he did, he was gonna be good at it. So he was. So YouTube, like I said, when you put money above you, he didn't put anything above himself. So he could have anything he wanted. When you don't put women above you, for the guys out there, you don't feel like a girl is better than you, it becomes that, and you don't like her that much because she's not above you, your feelings and your self-worth, it becomes very easy to attract her, right? But when you try too hard, you put her above you and you're like, oh my God, she's a goddess and I want her to step on my balls. Then it becomes that much harder to attract her. It's the same thing with success, money, and anything else that you want to get in this world. But that's why when you have a sense of abundance, entitlement, self-entitlement, that is, because you can't control what other people do, it becomes that much easier for success. So I love this video by Modern Ideas, bro. I have to chop it up with you if I can get in contact with you because, bro, you got a cool mind. I love to talk to, like-minded individuals. But yeah, bro, Alex Virgo is my main channel. Go check me out if you want to hear more in-depth kind of topics like this, more structured, more vibey or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Love.